setting is exactly the same. So first the one with no suppressor, then the one with suppressor. The NOVRITSCH silencer is finally finished. Took me a lot of time to develop this product because I wanted it to be as efficient as possible when it comes to reducing noise of your Airsoft replica. So to show you what makes the silencer so efficient, I first have to show you what's wrong with the average $20 Airsoft suppressor you can get at pretty much any store. So you either get them with some, funny plastic pipe with a bunch of holes. Those don't work at all. If you're lucky, you get them with, some random foam pipe inside. Those two work, but they are just not as efficient as they can be. So when I made this suppressor, I wanted to make sure to get the best performance possible. When opening the NOVRITSCH suppressor, we can see the foam discs that are not made from some random foam. They're actually made from acoustic foam. You can find this foam also in sound studios. They use it in the form of this mat. They put it onto the wall, and this way the sound gets absorbed really efficient due to the material. So when the piston impacts the cylinder head in your airsoft gun, all the sound travels down the inner barrel and then it goes through the silencer, and right here the acoustic foam is completely muffling the sound down to make sure that your airsoft gun gets a lot more quiet. But this is not the only function of this disc right here. I made sure that it's not just one size, so that all the excessive air can just pass through it and then make the sound on the end of the silencer. No, it's different size discs. So we have the small holes here, we have the big hole. So with all those rooms created, the air goes inside and then it gets lost in all those tiny rooms. So very similar to a real suppressor actually. But it's not just the acoustic foam and the different size discs that make this suppressor highly effective. It's also the diameter. It's quite large, it's over 40 millimeters, and this of course helps to get rid of a lot of the sound. When I made this silencer, I also wanted to make sure that it doesn't just make your airsoft gun more quiet, but also that it doesn't influence the trajectory of your BB whatsoever. Problems I found on the average suppressor is that, with those pipes on the inside and then those tiny openings in the end, it sometimes happens that when your suppressor is not perfectly on your gun, maybe it's unscrewed a little bit during the game, and then it's hanging down slightly on your gun, the BB will start touching the inside of this pipe, or they actually hit the exit hole of your suppressor. So that's why I made, first of all, the exit hole of the suppressor quite large, again to make sure that the BB doesn't hit it. And then additional, the small hole, big hole disc system stops in the middle, and from here on, there's only the big sized ones. So here in the beginning, you break up all the airflow, and then it gets eaten up in the end by the soft foam. Enough of all this dry theory, let me just show you outside how this performs on an SSG. Right here we have two identical SSG24s, both with an M150 installed, 0.46 gram beams inside, and the hop-up setting is exactly the same. So first the one with no suppressor, then the one with suppressor. Now that you've seen how efficient the NOVRITSCH suppressor actually is, let me show you how it looks on an Airsoft replica. So right here we have an SSG24 with a silencer adapter installed. We just screw it on there, and there we go. A lot of people like the tactical look of the suppressor on an SSG24. They don't really mind about the additional lengths because they're really tall. But if you're a short person or you want that, maneuverability you have with the normal SSG, you can also get the short outer barrel right here. So as you can see here, with the short outer barrel, you only get an additional length of about 4 centimeters if you have the suppressor installed. To show you real quick how it looks on a highly customized SSG24, here we have the M40 stock installed, then the short outer barrel, and right here is the NOVRITSCH suppressor. With a suppressor cover, you can also get here at NOVRITSCH.com. The suppressor covers are not just available in multicam, but also in lots of other colors. If you always wanted to get your Airsoft replica more silent, look no further. Go check out the NOVRITSCH suppressor to make those super sneaky silent shots from positions people will never find.